It's Hilley and
Well, it was
Hart.
quite the scene at Virginia Tech on Saturday. They had a big spring preseason football game.
Fun,
That
yeah.
they were doing. They got a new head coach they're introducing and everything. So before the game, there's supposed to be a parachuter who's supposed to fly in and, land and everything. Apparently, he got stuck on the scoreboard. He opens the chute and boom, there he is stuck on the scoreboard.
But not only that, this skydiver, he was carrying an American flag. That was like his whole shtick.
It was a whole big thing, right?
And then everything just got all tangled up.
20 minutes he hung there while they got him down there. Nobody was injured or anything like that, but they had the emergency responders there. I mean, in a way, it's probably almost better than whatever they did have planned,
Well, yeah.
'Cause
And if you're going to get all tangled up while you're skydiving, I guess that's the place to do it. Someplace where there's going to be some, EMTs on site.
he's just hanging and suspended from the scoreboard. I know there must be pictures of this around, but that's incredible.
Well, I'm sure there's video, even better.
It's Hilley and Hart.
Well, there are a bunch of young folk who are saying, you know what? I don't want a smartphone anymore. I want a flip phone.
This is kind of encouraging, actually. I got to tell you, when I read this, I was like, good for you, young people. Way to go.
That's right.
Gonna lead the way, teach the old people, maybe.
I was going to say, you're embracing the lack of technology just like my folks have. They both have flip phones. They love them. Every time I say, well, you guys want to get a smartphone? Why do I need a smartphone? I don't need a smartphone. I know what I'm doing. Okay, it's not what I'm saying.
I like the one excuse of the government doesn't need to know what I'm doing.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is a legitimate,
It's like my dad's standard line. I'm like, Dad,
they don't care what you're doing.
Well, that's my first thought, but I'm like, and if they do, they already know, so don't worry about it.
One of the examples they gave in the story was this 23-year-old student at NYU. She switched from an iPhone to a Nokia flip phone.
Yes.
If you've ever had one of the old school flip phones, I had a Razor for years. That thing was great. It was a dumb phone, but it was great.
Yep.
And it folded up and just stick in your pocket. And you hardly know it's there,
Yeah. So, the idea of not being so available, and I think mainly it's all the social media.
Right.
I've really kind of dumbed my phone down to the point where I don't get a ton of notifications for all these apps that are on my phone.
Well, and it extends to beyond just phones. Again, one of the examples, there's a writer who does his work on a 1964 Olivetti typewriter.
Ooh.
So, because he says when he tries to do it online, there's so many distractions.
Well, I get that.
Like from the internet, you know what I mean? So
Sure.
It's just like no distractions at the typewriter other than maybe changing the ribbon at some point.
Yeah.
So, pretty amazing stuff.
It's Hilley and Hart.
Over the weekend, the husband and I went grocery shopping, and I don't get these very often, but every once in a while, I feel like a Pop-Tart. Mm-hmm. Okay, only I have to get a different brand. I have to get a gluten-free kind, right?
Right. Do
All
you
right.
make those? I didn't
They do.
know that. Oh,
they
wow.
do. There's several companies that make them. So I chose one, and last night we had a big lunch, didn't really feel like having a big dinner, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to toast up one of these Pop-Tarts and call it a day. So I had it in the toaster, the husband and I were chit-chatting, and all of a sudden he's like, babe, the toaster's on fire. I go, what? And I look over and flames are shooting out of the toaster.
The toaster is on fire.
But here's what's wild. A lot of the flames were blue, which made me think, dang, what's in my Pop-Tart?
Exactly.
Basically, it had melted off the icing.
Oh.
It had gotten down and it caught on fire.
Kind of had yourself like a little fireworks show going.
But yeah, we had to, get the Pop-Tart out of there, and then we had to put the fire out. And now we need a new toaster. But that's okay, because honestly, I told the husband, I go, I've had that toaster way longer than I've had you. So
it was an excuse to upgrade. There we go.
Exactly. So yeah, blue flames.
Wow.
It's pretty wacky.
It's Hilley and Hart.
I will admit I've never heard of Chinese automaker Seres. Seres.
Okay.
But they have received patent authorization for a voice-activated in-vehicle toilet that slides from underneath passenger seats. Now, I've thought about this for years, Aaron, and I thought, how hard would it be to either make your existing car seat double as a toilet seat of some kind, if you have to go on a long trip or whatever, or something along that lines. And apparently this features a waste tank with rotating heating elements that evaporate urine and dry solid waste. Plus it comes along with an exhaust fan to take care of the stink.
So, okay. We already have a problem with people texting and driving, watching Netflix and driving.
Pooping and
now,
driving.
Yeah, now we got to worry about them relieving themselves and driving. And honestly, how awkward is it for your passengers?
Well, you know what? Personally, I know I wouldn't want to be going in front of people. So
Well, that's what you'd be doing.
Right. So, but there
I'm
have
just
been,
saying if you want privacy, there's an RV.
I'm just saying there have been times, and not all that long ago, Aaron, you might recall.
I do recall. It's something I can't erase.
I had an issue.
Yep.
And I did not make it home, unfortunately. I made it to my front door, and that was about it. But had I been able to take care of the situation in the car, how wonderful would that have been?
Well, all I keep thinking is, thank the big guy upstairs we weren't in my car.
It's Hilley and Hart.
So my wife has been gone all weekend. She won't actually be back until tomorrow. She was back east for a bridal shower. So, which means I've spent the entire weekend home alone. And which always reminds me why I'm glad I'm no longer a bachelor. Because any bachelor skills that I had, you know how they say if you don't use a muscle, it atrophies?
Sure.
That's what's happened. They've atrophied, okay? So she calls me each day just to, I guess, as sort of a make sure I'm still alive.
It's a wellness check.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. I'm taking care of the pets. That's good. They're all still breathing and eating and everything like that. And I have managed to feed myself. Although I did it with the help of Google yesterday because I had to find out how to do something in the air fryer. And so she walked me through it step by step. Thank God for that. And so I spent the entire weekend, I'm not exaggerating, watching TV. My easy chair has a permanent indentation of my butt on there because I was watching all the shows, all the episodes of the stuff that she doesn't like to watch. I'm just getting my fill of it over the past 3 days.
Well, I know that she returns, late tonight, kind of early tomorrow morning.
Right.
All I can say is I'm just thrilled you came in with pants on.
It's Hilley and Hart.
Well, if you're dieting, there's some research that says watching videos of food can actually help you achieve your goals. I don't know about that.
This sounds like a little bit of voodoo.
It sounds a little bit of a slippery slope.
Yeah,
I know anytime that I see any type of recipes or something, and if the husband and I were trying to kind of watch what we're eating, I will look at something and be like, I could make that. And then off to the kitchen I go to make it. So yeah, this does not work for me.
Well, and they say that this whole thing about watching food and then, eating less really only applies to unhealthy food content among people who are...
Is there any others to watch?
It's Hilley and Hart.
Yesterday in Beijing was a big day for our future robot overlords. They set a new half-marathon record for robots. I didn't even know that there was such a thing.
Were they racing against people?
They were, they weren't racing against people. It was like two different races going on. You had people running, and then you also had robots running, but it's completely different races. And they set a new time record for a marathon, for a half marathon, finishing 50 minutes, 26 seconds. And they also had, people running, and who knows what they did, like it matters. Because, again, this is all about the robots.
Okay, so
But
first off, you're telling me I got to be faster than the rest of the humans I'm racing against. But now I also have to worry about robots. Like, I got to try to beat their records as well?
Apparently so. And
It's insane.
I saw a video of these things, and man, if we are not getting closer to iRobot, if you ever saw that movie, that's what they're looking like. I mean, they got the joints and they're running, and it was both fascinating and
terrifying,
kind of intimidating at the same time. So, congratulations again, future AI robots. I fully support you.
I don't.
It's Hilley and Hart.
Well, there are Marvel fans, and then there are Marvel fans.
Oh, this guy. Oh, my gosh.
There's a 40-year-old guy in Britain who is a huge Marvel Comics enthusiast. He's earned a Guinness World Record because he has the most Marvel characters tattooed on his body. 63 designs he's got on his body.
He started on this thing, excuse me, in 2016 with Thanos. You know who Thanos is? Okay.
Yes.
Thanos on his thigh. And the plan was originally...
That's from Thor, correct?
Huh?
Isn't that from Thor?
No.
Thanos isn't?
Thanos is from...
Or is he Guardians of the Galaxy?
No. If you don't know, just say so.
Oh, that's my... Well, hey, I thought it was one of those dudes.
No, Thanos was in Avengers. He was the one that kind of destroyed everything. He killed half of the living beings in the universe, and then the other half he let live. And it killed half of the Marvel characters.
So then,
as well.
what movie was he linked to first?
The original one was Avengers. Oh boy. It wasn't Endgame. It was Somebody call and let us know, will you? I don't remember because it's been quite a while now. But anyway,
this is my level of care for Marvel.
This guy's original plan was to have villains on one leg and heroes on the other.
Okay.
But then that expanded. So then he added to his back and other body areas. Hulk not like being on butt. I don't know. So it's a new. Oh, by the way, his Thanos tattoo also has Josh Brolin's autograph because Josh Brolin played Thanos.
Okay.
The voice of Thanos, you know. So
apparently I don't, because I've just rattled off 2 movies that he wasn't in.
It's Hilley and Hart.
Do you know anybody who's psychic? If you're nodding your head, yes, cool. All right. If you're Gen Z, you might be nodding your head saying, yeah, I am.
About yourself. 1 in
That's
3
right.
Gen Zers consider themselves psychic.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Now, they did a survey, 2,000 adults. 71% of people rely on intuition, at least sometimes. Now, maybe they're kind of equating that with psychic powers. I don't know.
I have so many questions. Like, how does one realize they are psychic?
I don't know. They're not reading people's minds, I don't think.
I don't know.
Are they able to tell the future? I don't know. What exactly are your quote-unquote psychic powers? Yes, Gen Zer, you are psychic. Okay.
Wink.
It's Hilley and Hart.
This is so California. Cops arrested a guy there, 28 years old. They say he stole $34,000 worth of high-end Legos.
Oh, wow.
What is a high-end Lego? I don't even know.
You know, like the sets. You know, they have like the Star Wars sets and the Harry Potter sets.
They're all themes and whatnot. Okay,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
you. And they say he replaced the bricks with dry pasta before returning them for refunds. So he'd buy them, take the Legos out, put dry pasta in instead. Hey, I want my money back for this. Okay, and most places are pretty lenient in terms of giving you your money back for something on refunds if you bring it back, already packaged,
Oh,
still
my
packaged
gosh.
and everything. So, I mean, Star Wars and Marvel sets, he resealed the boxes after the switch, and they say the dry pasta apparently mimics the sound of Legos when they're shaken.
Well,
and I
but-
guess you couldn't see inside the box.
But what about the weight? You know what I mean?
Might be about the same. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never done that.
I've never tried to scam somebody before.
Yeah, but the cops, they tracked him to his apartment. They discovered several Lego packages consistent with stolen merchandise. And he said apparently these had very high value on the secondary market. So there you go. Now these pasta people are going to start coming up with ideas. Maybe we can do some Star Wars pasta. Oh, maybe some Marvel's pasta,
Oh my gosh. I'm sure the popularity of pasta would skyrocket.